Arkansas statute provides that whenever the judge is not available.
We do lots of stuff today.
Arkansas statute provides that when the judge is not available to conduct a meeting, that the justices will elect a member from its body. And at this time, I'd like to nominate Molly Jackson to chair the group tonight.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Justice Jackson.
A couple questions. I don't think you make her smart.
All right, they will all stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And Justice Nelson will give the invocation.
This day, thank you for all that you've given us. Thank you for the opportunity to gather together tonight to carry on the county's business and those who we represent. Please be with us, guide us, and help us to make decisions that benefit the citizens of the city of County. In Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
You guys may hear me better, but take my mask off. The next week, call the roll, please. Justice Ash.
Here.
Justice Belcher. Justice Byrd.
Here.
Justice Clay. Justice Newman. Justice Hinton.
Here.
Justice Helper.
Here.
Justice Jackson. Here. Justice Nelson. Justice Nelson. Here. Justice Norval.
Here.
Justice White. Okay, we do have a quorum this evening, so we'll move on to the reading and approval of minutes.
Judge, I ask that we approve the minutes. Everybody has a copy of the approved minutes of the meeting.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all opposed? All right, there's no corrections, the minutes stand approved. And the next order is the treasurer's report. Peggy?
Okay, the interest rate is 0.55, and that is at the First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas here in Osceola. They contacted me a couple of weeks ago and wanted to put their name on the list. They have, none of the banks in Osceola have been contacted for a while. But this lady contacted me, so they had a high rate this month on $100,000 CD for 1 year. So we will probably be using them in the future. I do like to spread money around when we have it. So that will be on our list from now on. The sales tax report you have in front of you, it was up a little bit from last month, and it was about average for the month of June for previous years. And you also have your fund balance report in front of you. The county general balance has rebounded a little bit from our finance meeting last Monday, so that's good. And I guess that is about all I have. Does anybody have any questions?
Thank you. All right, we'll move on to the committee reports, and we have several. Justice Ash attended the energy and property report from the meeting on 7/14.
I'm going to pull this down so that everybody can hear me a little better. Basically, our meeting was Mr. Ruby and Mr. Brownlee, who is our liaison between the architect, the construction company, and the county. We had some discussion about the asbestos in the courtroom. It's going to be about $40,000 to remove that. I did not make the meeting today. I'm hoping they've gotten started on that and made some good progress. We also talked about there's going to be about a $6,800 increase to redo the balcony, which is outside the main entrance of the courthouse. Somehow that was left off in our original plans. The squad building has been coming down, but ADQ came in and wanted an inspection for asbestos. They put a 10-day hold on it, which they normally require. Reviewed a video that I believe that Wayne Reynolds and Stephen Savage had put together about the dome on this courthouse. The renovations are proceeding on that. We're going to have, looks like, about a $300,000 increase due to some decking that was found charred in this building. The good news is we did go with the gates at the Blytheville Courthouse instead of the folding doors. That's going to save us about $160,000. And we still got some other areas where we may have some wiggle room because we have allowances that we may have more money to save there, just a little bit. But all in all, we're going pretty good, and we're going to have a ordinance. We don't have enough to vote on tonight. We're one short. We only have 7 people, and so we'll have to look at how we're going to do that. We need to appropriate about $650,000 to go back into the appropriation for the courthouse so that we don't run short on money next month. We still have about $800,000 in there, but we like to leave a little cushion just in case. Any questions?
Justice Burge, the sanitation and solid waste.
Thank you. The Sanitation and Solid Waste Committee did meet on July the 20th. We discussed the operations of the landfill for the first 6 months, showing revenue of $1,617,451. Our expenses ran about $994,000, so we showed margins of about $622,000, which is about normal for the operation of the landfill. We did pay during the first 6-month period, the first draw on the new construction project, a total of $546,122. And at the end of June, our balance was $2,169,101.61. And that sounds like a big balance, but we do have a commitment left on the contract of about $1.7 million, which we expect to have to expand during the next 3 to 4 months once it's completed. That's for the construction of cell 16 and the new class 4 cell. And we do have the money to pay for that, and that's a good thing. Our expenses were up a little bit in the first 6 months compared to 2019. Most of that was due to the fact that we did make a final payment to Hendricks Construction, about $48,000, to complete the correction work that was done on the old phase 1 project. There was a discussion held about, we talked about quite a bit about the landfill tipping fees. It's pretty obvious that in the future we're going to have to discuss, we have discussed it with the judge, and there's going to be a possibility that there may have to be a tipping fee increase to the cities. And they have been advised of that by the judge, and we hope to have a decision on that before they start their budget for the new year. They have to be set by ordinance. And so that was a discussion we talked about. We also talked about some tickets as far as going through and some charges that were not being charged on road department and some other things And so we're looking for some clarification on that. The construction company doing the new project had a start date of July the 20th, and they have 120 days to complete the project. So we're hoping with the weather that they'll be able to move on that. And I'll be happy to answer any questions anyone might have.
Did they ever purchase a disc from the landfill?
Pardon me?
Did they ever purchase a disc from the landfill?
They have not purchased a disc.
Okay, I was just curious.
No, they have not. The judge has held up on that. He wasn't sure if he had enough money to do it or not.
Thank you.
Thank you, Justice Burke. The next committee report will be the Finance Committee, on July 20th. Justice Nelson.
Justice White is on the beach, Gulf Shores, enjoying himself. He asked me to give a report tonight. At the June meeting, which covered 6 months, he reported that we had expended 50% of our money, which was right on target. County General 48%, roads 40%, solid waste 33%, jail 44%. County Judge 48%, Clerk 45%, Circuit Clerk 47%, Treasurer 45%, and Collector 42%. Revenues were up, and they were down because of the virus. After Peggy said she was going to put in the money to make it up for the county. Mississippi County is doing very well with their money. Right now, the county general has a balance of $530,000, and that doesn't count the city. The circuit clerk has ordered a new file server, costs $40,000. She paid for that out of the funds. County collector Susan McCormick. Susan, I don't remember your new last name, but congratulations. Purchased a file server for the offices out of the automation fund, and that was the cost of $58,000. The sheriff's JAG grant was $57,007. The grant was to help COVID-19 expenses, and it was received in May and has already begun to spend it. The Energy and Property Committee, Justice Jackson, had a recommendation to appropriate $650,000 to the courthouse funds. $40,000 for asbestos removal. I don't think they found anybody to get the have that appropriation on the agenda. The landfill has requested a new track loader. The landfill lease is $785.72 more per month. Therefore, we have to appropriate an additional $47 to $14.92 for the remainder of the year. We have one tax back resolution on the agenda for White Gold and Wilson. Superintendent of Woodcrest School came to the committee and asked for an appropriation to put Wi-Fi in some of the towns to help the students who couldn't get into the school use their computers. I believe she said $354,000 for computers, and they deal with that. Justice Jackson does not report.
Thank you, Justice Nelson. All right, so I was just talking with Jeremy here, so I think we have just maybe a little confusion on what's considered a quorum. So I was under the impression it was half of us plus 1, which would be 7.
For for a resolution, we can pass them with 7. For an ordinance, we have to have 8 present.
Okay, so we can read the resolution and then the ordinances would
Resolution number R 2020-11, resolution of the Quorum Court, Mississippi County, Arkansas, certifying local government endorsement of business to participate in the tax back program as authorized by section 15-4-2706B of the Consolidated Incentive Act of Whereas in order to be considered for participation in the tax back program, the local government must endorse a business to participate in the tax back program, and whereas the local government must authorize the refund of local sales and use taxes as provided in the Consolidated Incentive Act of 2003, and whereas said endorsement must be made on specific form available from the Arkansas Economic Development Commission, and whereas White Gold Mills LLC, located at 5765 Southwest Highway 61 in Wilson, Arkansas, 72395, has sought to participate in the program, and more specifically has requested benefits accruing from new construction of the specific facility, and whereas White Gold Mills LLC has agreed to furnish the local government all necessary information for compliance. Now therefore be it resolved by the Quorum Court of Mississippi County, Arkansas, that one, White Gold Mills LLC be endorsed by the Quorum Court of Mississippi County, Arkansas for benefits from the sales and use tax refunds as provided by Section 15-4-2706B of the Consolidated Incentive Act of 2003. Two, the Department of Finance and Administration is authorized to refund local sales and use taxes to White Gold Mills LLC. Three, this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Move for adoption.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
Justice Ash,
Yes?
Justice Byrd,
Yes.
Justice Hinton,
Yes.
Justice Hubler,
Yes.
Justice Jackson,
Yes.
Justice Nelson, Justice Norval,
Yes.
Justice White. The motion carries.
We have just approved resolution number 2020-11. Okay, so we don't have any, there's really.
We really can't do the business of the ordinances.
The ordinances.
We may need to, because there are some things that have to be taken care of, we may need to look at trying to schedule a meeting either later this week and see if we can get everyone there, at least 8 of us there.
Okay.
Or,
Call tomorrow. Whether Thursday or Friday, which better.
Either day is okay with me.
I'll be available up through Friday afternoon. I'm leaving town Friday.
I'll try to get it set up for Thursday.
Okay.
I have a business appointment Thursday afternoon. Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon.
We can do it again at 9 o'clock in the morning, baby.
Fine with me, let me have already was.
Last time you cried.
I just need to leave by about 10 or 1 to get back to the double up and you know, it's hard to get in.
It's fine with me as long as we not in the old class.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, boy.
I would make a motion that we try to set one up for either Thursday or Friday morning, meet at the Annex Building as an emergency meeting.
All right.
Second.
All in favor? So Cindy, you'll take care of trying to set that up for us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are there any announcements? One thing I did forget to mention is that we did conduct the meeting this morning at the courthouse. And if you'd like to take a look at it, I do believe Stephen put the videos on Facebook. There's a lot of interesting information and it's moving along good pace and was a little warm. So we have to be a little bit better. Any other announcements? All right, so we'll need a motion to adjourn.
Make motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, stand adjourned.